Today we're going to be 100% speedrunning all 6 endings in the Mortuary's Assistant. It's a really long run with lots to remember and a demon randomly trolling you the entire time. So yeah, it's pretty intense. Now, before we begin, we gotta do this from a fresh file, so I gotta erase my save data. And each time we come back to the main menu before starting the next ending, we gotta go into our game settings, make sure everything's unchecked except for story events and skip tutorial. We also need to click the Reset Haunt System button, which you can see a yellow outline appear indicating it's been clicked. For our first ending, we just need to grab the keys and leave the apartment. As we load in, I'm already spamming left click and slightly moving my camera to the left. That way I can open the door as early as possible and hurry into work. Unfortunately, on this first ending, we have to listen to 2 unskippable phone calls before we can get started. But as we finish the first, I'm waiting on the other side of this desk so I can instantly click the red box, grab the keys, we don't need the recorder, and instantly unlock the hall door. Something you'll notice is that I'm not waiting for the doors to open, I'm just instantly walking through after clicking them, because there's no collision as they open, so there's no need to wait. We do get another phone call in the embalming room though. It's just Raymond giving us the rundown and gently letting us know that we need to banish a demon if we ever want to leave here alive. So you know, normal mortuary stuff I'm sure. For this run though, it's 100%, so we need to embalm every body and uncover every sigil. And for this first ending, I'll walk you guys through pretty much the whole process, and then for each subsequent ending, we'll stick with the details that need to change to obtain each one, and not go through the whole process every time, of course, because it's basically more of the same. After the conversation, I immediately grab the keyboard, open the door, and wheel the gurney down the hall. After opening the next door, I can click on the body storage door and then immediately click again to go right through and grab the body, saving a bit of time, not having to open the door fully. One thing I do is up the DPI on my mouse, otherwise turning the gurney is super slow in this game. And for this, I just use my Logitech app to bind the function on the 2 side buttons, because there's no other way to do that in-game, unfortunately. But I do, however, forget to turn the DPI back down quite often before letting go of the gurney, sending my screen flying everywhere, so that's a lot of fun. Every body begins with the inspection. Not much to say here other than I try to see where the spots are ahead of time as I'm wheeling them down the hall. We then just need to enter the info into the computer, open the cabinet with the old key, and grab a letting strip and a bottle of the reagent, and quickly drop my keyboard. That way I can hold 2 large items at once, which is going to make quite a few parts easier in the embalming process. I then take the report up front and quickly hurry back to the cabinet where I grab setting needles and the tool next to them. Then we just go down through the drawers, grab one of each thing: scalpel, artery forceps, and eye caps. Now for setting the jaw though, we do have a cool trick that we can do where I can hold left click on the node while keeping it at the top and slightly moving my mouse up and down while spamming enter on my keyboard, and it lets you just like speed through the jaw setting process, and it's pretty fantastic. It's about the only trick we have for this embalming process. And for the draining process, we're able to grab 2 liquids at once since we dropped the clipboard. After pouring in the final container of liquid, I grab the tubing from this bottom cupboard, open up the neck, put everything in, get the body ready to drain. Now with the body draining, we'll grab a cremation bag and fill it with some ashes from the furnace. And pretty much a general rule of thumb is I should always have a letting strip out to try to get sigils as we go about our business. One of the hardest parts of this run for me though is having to remember these dang sigils, since we pretty much have to just keep them in our head the whole time as we see them, on top of having to remember everything else going on. I also grabbed the computer code and unlocked the demon database during this, since I wanted to get that done as early as possible before I had to remember too many sigils at the same time. Ideally, I would have the next part ready by now before the body was done draining, but I was a bit behind on this first one. I wasn't too worried though, since this is a pretty long run. I knew that once I got going, I would get warmed up and get a bit faster at the rest at the very least. Stop forgetting all these little details, because there's a lot of little detail to remember with this run. But anyway, we grabbed an IAV reservoir bag, filled it up, and got a trocar from the cabinet. Now, when we pump the stomach, there's another little trick we can do where if you just kind of rotate your mouse in a gentle circle, and I didn't do it very well here, so I'll show a better example later, but it'll kind of just like instantly transfer it to the next position that it needs to be, as long as you're rotating in the direction that it needs to go. Next, we hurry to the bathroom, where I get the next event and just need to interact with the picture on the mirror. I fill the container and grab the box of matches on my way back. Pour the container in the pump and light the ashes where we can now see the demon's house. This will come in handy later, but for now I just need to add it to the list of things to remember. While the tank cleans, I make sure to grab the clipboard, since I'll need it to insert the next body. I grabbed another letting strip while I was there, and I should have grabbed some moisturizer on the way through, but I forgot. Not the biggest deal. But yeah, this might not be the best run for my potato brain. I did get the next sigil though, grabbed another strip, then thankfully remembered the moisturizer on the way through that time, which is the final step before bringing the body back to cold storage. So yeah, that's the general process we'll be going through for all 18 bodies throughout this run. Making sure to keep an eye out for any irregularities that might indicate which bodies possess, just in case the demon gives us the wrong house. Because the way it works is there's 3 different houses that the demon can give you when we burn the bodies like we just did there and we saw the house appear on their stomach. And if the sigils that we're collecting line up with the demon's house that he gives us, then that means that that body is the possessed body. So that's a really nice way to kind of either rule one out or confirm a body. But basically, if it doesn't line up, then that means that he gave us the wrong house, so it could be any other body. So we need to kind of try to pay attention for any details. So if that does happen, then we can kind of pivot and still figure out which one it is and get the correct body. During the second body, I did get a bit of a longer story event, but still not too bad. Pretty much a general rule of thumb to follow, though, is during the 2 moments of downtime when the body's draining and the tank's cleaning, is to try and think ahead, getting the items you're going to need into the inventory, getting the demon's house pulled up onto the PC, and of course there's a few other details we'll have to throw in for the other endings, like getting the hatch keys, but we'll get there. Sometimes the sigils can be a real pain to find though, like right here where I lost some time looking for it. Probably should have left it for a bit later and came back, but it can be a bit tough to make that call when it can be really easy to forget or fall behind because of it. It's a lot of little moments like that where it's really easy to lose time. Here's a much better example of proper trocar work. Then on the final body of the first ending, I got one of the longest possible events. I run down the hallway into this room where I grab the hose, needle, lighter, spoon, and baggie, and after a brief cutscene, we can run out and get back to work. Finally finding the last sigil in the drawer by the PC, so now I'm able to go into the database and check the house for the proper combination of sigils. And this is random each night, so there's no cheat sheet we can rely on, and why we need to actually remember everything. But thankfully the sigils lined up, telling me that the first body was the possessed one. If they hadn't matched, then I'd have to check the other 2 houses to find which one is right, and then I would need to do a lot more detective work to figure out which body was actually possessed. Luckily though, we don't have to worry about that and could just put together the marking in the order it showed, moisturize the final body, put her back in storage, and place the mark on the first guy to burn. And every ending is skippable, except for 5 and 6, so I'll insert the ending in editing for those of you who are curious to see, because I imagine a lot of you that are clicking on this or want to see all endings. So I'll put timestamps in case you don't want to see it and you want to skip past and continue with the run. But for the first 2 endings, literally all we have to do is get the proper body burned, so they are nice and easy as long as the house is correct.
There you are. Good.
Is it over?
It's never over. But you survived.
What do you mean? Can I leave? I want to go home.
You can leave. But once an entity finds you, all the houses of hell will do anything to get back to you. I'm sorry, but it doesn't end here. From now on, there is always a chance this will happen again, no matter where you are.
I don't want this. I just want to leave. What do I do?
I'm sorry, but there's no going back. I've spent years learning everything I can to keep these entities at bay. It's the only thing we can do.
So what, you're waging some selfless holy war?
It's not a war. It's survival. And I'd hardly call it selfless. We're caught at the front line of something larger, but I don't do this for some greater good. We either face it, or fall to it. I wish I could claim to be someone better, suffering hell to save us all. But I simply want to live another day, just like everyone else. When I first experienced this, I had to make a choice. I could run and spend the rest of my days in fear, or I could learn to face it and keep some semblance of a normal life.
Normal. Right.
It's not a life I would want for anyone, but choosing between a life of fear or control. You're the first person I've met to face this hell and survive. So I'm offering you a different kind of job. Work the night shift. Learn what I know. Give yourself a chance at a life beyond fear. I don't know what you experienced, but I know it uses the worst parts of you against yourself. The more you experience, the more you'll confront the darkest parts of your life. But through it, you'll become unbreakable. I'm offering the tools to take control. The choice is yours. I hope you come back.
But before leaving the apartment, we do want to open the second drawer and grab these 2 coins now, until we get the 5th ending. That's because that ending is super RNG when it shows up, so we want to have those items every time and be ready for when it does. We'll also be entering through the back door now, opening up the body furthest over, grabbing the clipboard, and getting to work. Like I said, I won't be showing everything again since it's mostly just more of the same, the only variation being the randomness of the demon. But if you'd like to check out the full unedited stream, check out my second channel in the description below. The demon did get me pretty good here though. This was actually genius, since as I came out of the story event it put me into, I spawned in the bathroom, where it must have turned the lights off already earlier, so I was just dumped in pure darkness, forced to grope around for the light after realizing the game wasn't actually loading in. Which is what I had thought for the first few seconds. I thought it was just taking an extra long time to load. So that was a nice little troll. But for the most part, the second ending went perfectly fine, with the house being correct, making the body nice and easy to find, so ending 2 was obtained.
You've come a long way. It's nice not to be the one down there for a change.
Mr. Dover?
I think you can just call me Raymond at this point.
Do you always just pass out and wake up on the floor?
It takes a lot out of you. I've never simply walked out of here after. You get used to it.
I'll be sure to clean the floors better. Raymond, will this ever end?
I honestly don't know. I've been doing this a long time, Rebecca. I've traveled all over, learning everything I can. I've never found anything that could put a stop to it. So no, I don't think it does.
So, we're just like this forever?
It was hard for me too. But this is the life we get. We have to face our worst selves, constantly. But the better we know ourselves, the stronger we are. Why don't you head home? Get some rest. Who knows what's coming tonight?
Ending 3 is the possessed ending, and the only one where we want to get the body wrong. So my strategy was to save it for when the demon house was wrong, and then we could easily just use that body and know it was the wrong one. But I did happen to get a chance at the 5th ending spawn, so that was super lucky. So the hallway will go all yellow, and Rebecca will spawn hanging within it. We want to grab the coins we brought from the apartment out of the drawer and place each one in her outstretched hands. This will put us on track for the ending. Now we just need to make sure to burn the correct body. I actually had the demon give me a fake house, so I wasn't able to rely on that trick. Luckily, I did notice the third body twitch while using the trocar in her stomach, and actually, that was the first time I ever noticed something like that in this game, so it was really lucky. Oh, she twitched. It's the first time I've seen a twitch, actually. And it was a huge indicator that she was the possessed body. And without that, it would have been much harder for me to determine that. Sometimes there's just not a whole lot of anything suspicious going on with the bodies while you're embalming them. So obviously it's a huge time loss if I gotta keep taking them out of cold storage to inspect them a second time. It did take me a ridiculous amount of time to find the final sigil though. So needless to say, I did lose a lot of time on this ending, but just getting it in the first place was pretty nice, because that in itself was just completely RNG. And I did want to make sure, I took a little extra time to make sure that the sigils were correct and everything. House didn't match, that I was just correct on everything. Because if we would have gotten the wrong ending, that would have been a much larger time loss than just taking a few extra seconds to make sure everything was right. I wanted to make sure. It's better than, you know, getting it completely wrong. But even if we did get it wrong, we would have just gotten the third ending anyway, so we still need that. Yeah, okay, cool. We got ending 5, though. Ending 5 is like the super RNG one, though, so that's really good to get out of the way.
Dad?
I'm here. It's all right.
The rest aren't RNG at all, so we can just go... I guess we just got to get the body right.
Sweetie, it's all right.
Except for number 3, we don't need to get the body right for 3, so we actually only need to get the body right for 2 more.
My little girl, don't do this to yourself.
Yeah, 4 and 6.
You've suffered enough.
Yeah, this one's unskippable.
Been like Mom.
You're not like her, Rebecca. Your mother. She gave up on life long before she died. What happened to me was the result of choices you should have never been exposed to. You changed her life. And I'm so proud of you.
You changed too.
Not before I heard you. Sweetie, you can't do this to yourself. Don't remember me like this.
I don't want to forget you.
If you relive that night over and over, you'll only remember pain. The best of me is in you, sweetie. I'm with you forever.
I just miss you so much. Every day I don't know where to go without you.
I know it's hard.
Dude, I'm so glad I saw that Twitch.
You know where to go.
That was the first time I've seen a Twitch, actually.
Already found it. Souls are suffering, Rebecca. But you can help them. You can bring comfort and closure to the living. And let the dead rest. Let the dead rest, Rebecca. I love you.
Dad, I love you.
Once again, it's just business as usual, except for not needing to grab the 2 coins in our apartment anymore, and being able to just grab the keys and go right to work. At this point, my goal is to just go for ending 4, then 6, which both require us to enter the hatch. So I just need to get 2 keys while we have some downtime. Like while cleaning the tank, I can open this cupboard and enter the code 197044 to get the hatch key, and then immediately come over to the drawer, push this junk aside, and grab the old key underneath. Luckily though, the house was correct, so finding the body was nice and easy. Before burning, I set the body by the cremator and headed for the hatch. Opened the hatch door with the hatch key, of course, and then I made sure to go into the second room with the old key, triggering the dialogue with Valerie, because that's all that's needed for this ending. Oh my god. I've never had him do that outside. Damn, he like hurled me across the parking lot. And on the way back, I had the demon full yeet me into the parking lot, which was crazy, but I burned the body and achieved ending 4. Just 2 more to go.
Raymond,
I'm here.
I can't believe you. What you've been doing is monstrous.
This is a necessary evil.
It's sick. She's down there right now, just suffering for no reason.
Valerie is not down there. Not anymore. She's been gone for years.
You don't know that. You're just gonna let her stay there. You don't know what she's feeling. You are torturing her.
She's helping me survive. She's helping us survive. Without her, there's no reagent. Without the reagent, we have nothing. You want to have a chance at life, it comes with a cost. This cost. You have to make a choice, just like I did.
What choice? Keep her alive to just bleed her over and over again to save ourselves? If she can't be saved, end the torture. I mean, she's down there suffering for your own gain.
My gain? My gain. You used her too. It didn't stop you from finishing the job. You used her blood anyway. When it came down to it, you chose survival, just like I did. I can't kill her, Rebecca. I know it's the right thing to do for her. I know. But she isn't the only one.
What?
I've seen many experience what you did. None have survived. I've watched them degrade and suffer until they're no longer themselves. I didn't know what else to do. I couldn't just let them suffer. I searched for years to find a way to reverse it. All I found was the way to prevent more. Isn't that better than nothing? I've killed them all, Rebecca. It was the only thing I could do. So yes, I am a monster. But this one horrible thing has prevented me from having to take any more life. And I would choose that again and again. I can't live with any more death than I already do. I've made peace with it. The choice is yours if you can too. I'll see you tomorrow.
It's time for ending 6 now, which is by far the most involved and, in my opinion, the coolest ending. But for the most part, everything's the same until we have all the bodies embalmed and no witch is possessed. And of course, I need to get the hatch keys again. Also, one extra thing we need to do is grab the fuse out of the drawer in the front desk and place it in the breaker box. in the closet where we get the tank cleaner. I got this while waiting for the tank to clean. I did lose another decent chunk of time looking for sigils during this ending, unfortunately. They were really messing with me towards the end of this run. These damn sigils, either spawning in places where I just could not for the life of me find them, or they just seem to kind of take forever to spawn in just in general. He's just like not being on the main path at all. They were really killing me. Thankfully, this was another easy one though, as the sigils match the house, and we don't even need to make the mark for this one, which I did forget at first and started to make the mark, of course. But I just needed to confirm the sigils matched the house so that I knew it was the right body. Then it was time to head into the hatch once again. Unlock both doors, enter Valerie's room to trigger her dialogue, grab the hammer on the desk, use it to break the lock on this door, which we can then interact with to click this little spot here to open it up, grab the bolt cutters. We won't be using them quite yet though, as now we need to wait by Valerie for her dialogue to end, making sure to open the little eye slot once we can, and then immediately grab the sigil as soon as we're able to interact with it. And that's what we'll be placing on the body to burn this time. As long as the body was correct, then after burning, we'll actually wake back up and be able to re-enter the hatch, using the bolt cutters to free Valerie, and now we get this banger of an ending. Cutters, yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Alright, this one's unskippable as well. I think.
I knew I could count on you.
Sweet, stupid Rebecca.
Fuck.
Oh, Rebecca, it's not your fault. Always a slave to something. I'm going to take what's mine. It's time for you to burn.
I waited so long. Look at this different selves. Red, weak, lifeless. But this body is no longer mine. I have
What are you doing down here?
Raymond!
Oh no. Rebecca?
Fucking impressive as shit.
Are you alright?
What is this? What the fuck is happening?
Another time. You're safe for now.
I'm sorry, she's gone. I thought I could help. What do we do now? I mean, what the hell is this? What are you not telling me?
I know. There is a lot here. We'll figure it out. But right now, I need you to go
What?
home.
Look, I deal with this shit too, Raymond.
Yeah, just
My
go home.
life is in danger too. I deserve to know what the hell is going
There
on.
are some things. There are some things that are safer if you aren't aware.
Bullshit. I don't trust you. You think I don't know you'd lock me up just like Valerie if you had the chance?
No.
I'm here because I have no choice. My life is in danger every single night with no end in sight, and you're still not telling me everything. I will find out what you're fucking hiding from me.
Rebecca.
Another already? Oh, baby, you're burning up. You're such a prepared little boy. But it doesn't matter. Time is no object, and I revel in watching you claw for every last second. It won't last forever, Raymond.
It'll last long enough.
One day, there will be nothing left, and I will bask in your suffering as you are dragged to hell, kicking and screaming.
Yeah, you've said that before. Don't you all get tired of saying the same things? You're pretty fucking predictable at this point.
Predictable. After all, you're down here begging for more scraps. Awful lot of missteps lately, Raymond. Rebecca put you in an awfully tight spot. No more Valerie. No more blood. One less barrier between you and the inevitable, my love.
She didn't know. It's not her fault.
So many women in your wake. Poor Raymond.
All alone.
See you around.
She's still here. You'll always have Mommy to help with the suffering.
Yeah, you've said that before too.
Believe me or not,
I enjoy her torture.
it's my only pleasure in this fucking place. It must be so heartbreaking, having to watch her son carve away piece after piece. No way out, always screaming and begging for mercy. Every
Second you keep me here is another
eternity of her suffering.
Good.
Now for the last ending, all we need to do is make sure to burn the wrong body. But since it's a 100% run, we still need to uncover all the sigils and embalm all the bodies. We still want to check for the sigils matching the demon's house, since that can be an easy way to confirm or rule out the correct body. Other than that, nothing too much to show here though. I did of course struggle the most to find the sigils on this ending though, with two of them seeming to just straight up disappear from existence for a while, and then eventually I did find them. One of them was on the frickin' ceiling, which I'd never seen that before. And the sigils did match the house, so I just burned the final body, not needing to worry about creating the mark or anything, and finished out the run with the third ending.
Good morning. It's nice not to be the one down there for a change.
Raymond?
I suppose a first name basis is in order.
Did I make it? Is it over?
For now. It's never really over. You've come a long way. It's a lot to learn.
I'm so glad I'm here.
I know it's disorienting. You'll get used to it. You should head home and get some rest. Every night can be different.
I think I'm fine.
Are you sure? You seem out of it.
Oh, I've just been waiting for so long.
What? What are you... Oh no. You chose the wrong demon. Rebecca!
Rebecca's not here, you fucking idiot!
I will consume worthless. Watch your flesh boil and drink it as it melts from your pitiful frame. Worthless old shit. Here I am.
And that's going to give us second place on the leaderboards, right behind the runner whose video I took notes from to do the run with. I'll leave a link to their channel in the description below if you want to check out their content. But yeah, I'm only the second person to ever do this run. I could definitely do a much better job on it. But I had fun with it, and mostly it was just kind of like a little special event type of speedrun I wanted to show off for you guys in honor of the new movie coming out. Didn't get to put as much time into it as I would have liked, but I still hope you enjoyed, and I definitely wouldn't mind returning to this at some point. So let me know if you'd like to see another speedrun of this in the comments below. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe if you did, it would mean a lot, and I'll see you next time.